Behavior never listens. You're probably thinking, what have they done now? How have they broken Dead by Daylight again? And that's my point exactly. I'm not talking about any single update, I'm talking about all of them, because it's a reoccurring theme that Behavior never listens to their community and push out the most stupid updates that nobody asked for. With such a passionate community full of people who care so deeply about the game, it's crazy that their opinions are just completely disregarded. The worst part about it all is that the stupid updates they push out are constantly being reverted, which results in a lot of wasted time. Time that could be spent fixing some of the other major problems plaguing the game. Take for example the most recent update to the Plague. Behavior have now made it so any stun made on the killer will cancel her power, whereas before it was just pallet stuns. This sounds like a very minimal change, but this update only affects newer players, as more experienced players will easily be able to avoid this. Pushing an update just to punish newer inexperienced players just seems stupid, and it makes the game even less accessible for those new players. It also means the Plague is even more likely to slug survivors to avoid decisive strike, making games feel much more boring. This update that no one asked for only seems to serve the purpose of making the game more boring and more inaccessible for newer players. The community was actually in disbelief by this decision, and they were convinced it was a bug, but Behavior defended this action by saying that it wasn't a bug and this is how Plague was always intended to be. To put this into perspective, the Plague has been in the game for 5 years now, and she had an unintended bug for that amount of time, and Behavior is only just now getting round to patching it. That's just insane. It's beyond frustrating. In the update just before, Behavior also decided to rework the twins. Finally, they're listening, you might think. No, they ended up making some really stupid decisions, making the twins too overpowered and had to revert the update completely, resulting in more wasted time. As well as this, they also changed the unhooking mechanic to be uncancelable, making ranged killers too overpowered, so eventually reverted that back as well, resulting in even more wasted time. Think back to previous updates in the past, and think about how many times this has happened. Do you remember Boiled Over? I don't understand how the developers don't understand their own game. Communication between the developers and community would fix these issues instantly, as the community were able to call out most of these updates being stupid before they were even pushed to the PTB. Is there a more incompetent developer than Behavior? I really don't think so. Don't forget to subscribe.